Hello everyone, Scott here again. Welcome back to Hyperbole. I know it's hyperbole, but Hyperbole makes it mine. I just got out of Sausage Party 4 days ago. It's Friday night, I saw it Tuesday night. Cheap night, and that's probably the best time to see it. I'll start right out of the gate by saying that I wanted to see this movie ever since I saw the trailers. I thought the idea and concept was there, and with it being R-rated, it was kind of a Your Highness way. But goddamn, stop with the pot humor. Not everybody just is doing that. Even I'm probably the exception to it, so there you go. But I can't stand that stuff, and it's even in this. But this movie I wanted to see, and I'm glad I saw it before I missed it, because I don't think I would have sought it out on DVD or Blu-ray or anything like that. So there is that aspect. But overall, I laughed quite a bit during it. You should not feel guilty about it if it's a movie you love. Even though I kind of did. Like, the three people I was with, none of them liked it at all. So there you go. Yeah, so there's aspects of it where we're like, every complaint they had, agreed. But I can't help that I laughed at some bits. Quite a bit, like some stuff, quite a bit. It's hard to say because the movie itself, I didn't think it was funny. It's more, oh God, they did that. Especially the bit at the end trying to be Team America-like. So, Team America is a better way to look at it. In the tone they were going for, they never hit it at all. But the idea and plot is very on the nose with everything they're doing. It's painfully so. The whole idea of believing in something and having faith in something and needing proof toward it and saying what in a religious aspect would be absolutely batshit stuff to say instead is just part of what they say here. And I'm noticing how yellow this all is. I white balanced it, trust me, I did. I used the ticket and even I did. See, it's white. That's white. I guess that's not a white wall, so whatever. Just ticket. I'll put the poster there. So, really, do I recommend seeing this movie? If you want to see it, based on the trailer, yes. If you're not really sure on it, I'd say pass. Considering the fact that some of the jokes are literally just them saying things that you can't get away with saying anymore, and rightly or wrongly, doesn't matter. The fact that there's... I forget what he was, but he was black, and it was like soul something. And he was upset about the crackers that moved into his neighborhood, and he wanted to get those crackers, and he was going to give it to those crackers, and it was literally the like crackers that moved in, not white people, but crackers, like saltine Ritz. Get it? Hope you do, because that's most of the humor. That's not, hey look, food is swearing. Now I know some people said that got old quick, and it did. I mean, it was more just like, why are you still doing that? You got the laughs early, and you kind of relied on that later, but you'd already moved way beyond that, so that was a thing that didn't need to be there. The antagonist really didn't need to be there at all. The scenes at home didn't need to be there at all. That wasn't necessary whatsoever. It wasn't even what the main people were following. It was just there for the gore of the lettuce being ripped up, the cheese being shredded, which we saw in the trailers. What is something else too? Like just because the trailer did it doesn't mean the movie obviously has to show it, and the movie should be able to live on its own, presuming you haven't seen the trailer, so fair enough there, but whenever stuff comes up late like that, and that's the whole scene, there's not more to it, means the trailer had a bit of failing as well. The main part that really got me, though, like I said, was the fact that it had a lot of those instances where, like, the black, it was like molasses, I think, was upset about the crackers. Or the one, I will never be sorry that I laughed at this, even though I am sorry that I laughed at it, because what it is. But it was a German, like, bratwurst or something, and it was very Nazi Hitler, and they were all doing their thing, and they were against the juice. And then the juice aisle is all upset and scared. Get it? It was just, they went there, so I'm laughing at that. And it comes up again later, and they just start really, really hammering it, twisting it home, because they wanted to, kick them out of their homeland, send them into the barbecue aisle. We get it. And apparently, everybody's gay. Apparently, everybody smokes weed. Because when it came down to it, everybody smoked weed. Smoked it. They all did. And everybody had sex with everybody. Because, yeah. Spoiler. I mentioned Team America. You probably got that. Unnecessary. I was laughing because I was in disbelief of what they were doing. It wasn't legitimately funny. It was like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. And yet Team America had the similar idea. And yet it was funny because of how, they were making fun of those kinds of scenes. Sausage Party was that scene. And basically doing porn, but not because it's food. And they were making racist comments and jokes, but not because it's food. And they're talking about juice. And they're talking about crackers that you would pair with cheese. And the fruits, the fruits are starting to fight. Because they're apples and oranges with beards. Because they're fruits. Gay men. Yeah, that's the kind of humor they did. Yeah. So, do I regret seeing it? No, I don't. I enjoyed it well enough for what it did. Is it flawed? Absolutely. One of the more flawed movies of the year? Yeah. Absolutely. Probably toward the bottom of the overall everything I've seen in the theater. Yep. But I still, it was more fun almost as being there with friends to watch a movie than it was watching the movie. On its own, I don't know if I would have laughed as much because I didn't have anyone to look over like, can you believe this? Even though they weren't enjoying it. I got that out of it. So, there is that. But yeah, it's a tough one. On my kind of review scale of either do I regret seeing it or not, I don't regret seeing it. So there you go. Very reserved reservations though. It is absolutely not for anybody. No, not for anybody, for everybody. It's for anybody that can deal with the worst of the worst humor. And by that I mean it's so blue, right? At the same time, even that is pushing it. It's there for its own sake. So, that's it. You can probably tell I'm pretty tired. Whatever. Do like, favorite, and subscribe and all that good stuff to this video. It is Guilty Pleasure Cinema. Cyclops Scott here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Find it all on there. Like it, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. I am thinking of doing a status of the cinema update on the GPC stuff. I don't know when I'm going to shoot that, probably over the weekend, and that'll go up. And of course, Box Officers every Sunday as well. So stay tuned for that. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Do keep an eye out for Box Officer on Sunday. And Mechanic Resurrection at some point. I do want to see that one, but I got to see the first one first. So figure out how that one works. And then Magnificent Seven, and stuff's finally coming out. So we'll see where we go with that one. Thanks again.